Come get some. Yeah! Good fine morning to you fishing friends. I'm out here in the Clayton County water doing a little bit of bass fishing. I don't claim to be an expert bass fisherman, but I tell you what, I really enjoy being on the lake, enjoy fishing, and if I don't catch any bass, hopefully I can catch some trees and put some bloopers in for you, because one thing we are good at is bass fishermen, and that's catching sticks. Okay, this is my go-to, and what I'm going to be using is the pumpkin seed fire. Has a red tail on a 2/0 hook. I keep my weight loose. I'm not going through heavy cover, so there's just no reason for me to really peg it. Went in a tree. Luckily, one snap popped right out. Chest mount camera for you. Now you don't see that every day. Wonder what happened to the poor little guy. You may not want to drink Clayton County's water. I dare not touch him. He might explode and stink up the place. right spinner. Get that reaction strike, and then I can slow it down. Thought I had a fish, ready to enjoy a fight. Now I get to enjoy unhooking myself. Got him. Decent little one. Oh, he's going under the boat. Oh yeah, he's a good one. First fish of the day, fishing friends. Come get some. Yeah! Woo! That's what it's about. He hit me. I'm up in these logs and he hit me and I thought I just bumped off a log. I saw my line go. I knew. So I got hung up on this stick over here. Slowly came over here, unhooked myself. Figured I'd just sit here for a moment. Go ahead and cast to the right, go ahead and cast to the left. Utilize the location I was at. It paid through. So you'll see me sitting most of the time, and that's basically because I broke my hip and it hurts me to stand. I can hike just fine, but when it comes to standing for long periods of time, it gets me bad on this hip right here. So I prefer to sit or walk. Boat's perfectly fine for standing. I do from time to time just to relieve myself. A good little bird's nest there. Let it sink, maybe to entice something. So I'm up in here in these trees, and then all of a sudden I see a snake fall in the water. Didn't even see the snake. Pay attention, Josh. That's what we gotta look out for, folks. I enjoy being out on the water. Didn't have to spend a whole lot to get out here. Found me a boat. I noticed it had been sitting. It's an older boat, handmade trailer. Picked up the boat, trailer, 14-foot John for 350 bucks. Got me a trolling motor, foot control to put on it. And It cost me right at $250. It's a motor guide. Good old Walmart had it for me. I was so excited I couldn't wait to get one off Amazon. I've also got a Minn Coder on the back. Helps me put it on the boat trailer when I'm heading out for the day. I can get in the back, ride it up on the boat trailer halfway, then get out, winch it the rest. It broke on me, and for a while I had to use my foot control to get up on there. That wasn't the easiest. I'm sure y'all have been there. But it worked, you know. You make do. Not a lot of activity on the water. I've seen a couple splashes here and there. Very calm, no wind. Really enjoying being out here though. The birds are chirping. Weather is just perfect. That's why I'm trying to stick with my lizard presentation. It's my confidence bait anyway. Caught my biggest bass on it. My personal best, by the way, is 10.6. I was 11 when I caught it. I grew up on a farm pond on 240 acres. Really enjoyed living out there. Didn't know how good I had it though till I got older, moved out. All I've ever wanted now is to get back on it, but when I was younger, you know, I didn't have a lot of friends around. The closest person to me was almost a mile away. He was an older gentleman, and I enjoyed spending time with him from time to time. For sure would have loved to have some neighborhood friends, you know, play ball, go fishing with, ride motorcycles or go-karts with, you know, just bikes. But then you grow up, you get older, and sometimes you just don't realize how good you have it when you're a kid, living out in the woods. And one day I had me a piece of land with my own little pond. But I'm very grateful for the counties who allow us to go fishing in the reservoirs, and for the state parks. I always get a year membership with every one of them that's close by me. That way I can have the opportunity to fish, and it helps support them. It's a good activity for me and my son to come do, to bond a little bit. If some of you have already watched some of my YouTube videos, you know that me and him go hiking quite a bit. But I've only been hiking about a year. Been fishing pretty much all my life. Brought my son and my daughter last time we come out. It was a fun time, had a blast. I'll show you some pictures of it. It's hard to tell when you're on these stumps like this, if you're getting a bite or not. Sometimes you have to just let it sit once you feel thump, just to make sure. It'd be better to go ahead and set the hook, but you'll tell them how many fish you miss when you're fishing these stumps. go. It took me about 3 minutes to get that junk out. I'll do what I did and backed up onto the bank against these trees without looking for snakes first. These spring and summer and late fall months, you have to worry about snakes get up on there and try to get every bit of sun. They'll get up in them branches and hang, try to get that morning sun. But we all do it. I've seen some bloopers where Bill danced, yanking stuff out of a tree and snake fall right on his head. So I've gotten up in this little cove. See if I can get one up in this John boat. Got him. He's a little one, but at least we got him. Oh, I had a bite. Man. Just didn't connect with it. Grass on me. Hook's poking out a little bit. It's supposed to be weedless. I like to call, pop it out of a tree right into the water. Bass will see it and think it's a real lizard. You can believe that if you want. Oh, cannot. Just kidding. I said there was gonna be some bloopers, but not those kind, hopefully. So I will tell you, one day I was out fishing with my buddy, and treble hook got caught in his muscle right here. And I was gonna push the hook through and cut the barb, and he insisted that I not do that, to get a pair of pliers and just rip. I said, man, that's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is to pull it through, cut, and then it'll come right out. I got my pliers as he insisted, yanked, a chunk of meat come out. There he is. Got us another little small one in the boat. I heard something splashing. Always intrigues my interest. I tell you, it's a beautiful day out here. The wind is calm. There's a little bit of clouds that block the sun, which gives me a false sense of security because you can get burnt quicker because you don't realize you're getting cooked. And buff helps out a little bit with that, keeping me from looking like a redneck, even though I am a redneck. A lot of times I like to hit one side, swing back around. When I get around to the other side, hit a couple casts on the other side of the log. You just never really know which side they're gonna be on. And you might cast on the side they're not on. Even though they're there, if you don't put it right in their face, they're not gonna hit it. Okay, so I'm trying to conserve battery, and I turned my phone off and figured I'd turn it back on when I hooked one. I held it, went to go turn my phone on, and as I'm holding it, because of my polarized glasses, I could see it. It was right there. Mouth on that thing was good size mouth. And I watched it. As I'm turning my phone on, I looked down, I saw the head shake. Lure went right out. I wish I had a chest cam. That would have been an awesome sight. Sorry I couldn't get it on there for you. Battery was running low. Not quite sure if I'm going to be able to get the next couple fish on there. So, till next time, peace. If you don't hear back from me, that is.